In a black and white universe, there's a black and white galaxy. And in the black and white galaxy, there's a black and white world. And on the black and white world, there's a black and white land. And in the black and white land, there's a black and white county. And in the black and white county is a black and white kingdom. And in the black and white kingdom, there's a black and white castle. And inside the black and white castle, there is a black and white king and a black and white princess. Also, in the black and white land, there's a black and white knight with a black and white horse. And the black and white knight loved the black and white princess and wanted the black and white princess's hand in black and white marriage. So one day, the black and white knight worked up the black and white courage to ask the black and white king's hand, or the black and white king, for his black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage. So, the black and white knight gets on his black and white horse, and he travels across the black and white land. He goes over the black and white drawbridge, gets off his black and white horse, goes into the black and white castle, to the black and white hall, where he sees the black and white king, and says, "Sire!" "Yes, black and white knight?" "I love your beautiful black and white daughter. Please, may I have your beautiful black and white daughter's hand in beautiful black and white marriage?" So the black and white king thinks about it for a minute. Well, black and white knight, I have heard of your black and white deeds in the black and white land, but I am not sure if you are worthy of my black and white daughter. So I have a task of thee, if thou will accept it." "Sire," said the black and white knight, "I will do anything you ask, for your black and white daughter is the most beautiful in this black and white land." "Very good, black and white knight, very good. You must travel across the black and white land to the black and white cave, and inside the black and white cave is the black and white dragon. You must slay the black and white dragon and bring me his black and white head." "Sire," says the black and white knight, "it shall be done." So he leaves the black and white throne room, goes out and gets on his black and white horse, goes across the black and white drawbridge, across the black and white land, finds the black and white cave, gets off his black and white horse, pulls out his black and white sword, goes into the black and white cave, and battles the black and white dragon. He's battling away, and eventually he scores that final hit that kills the black and white dragon. Black and white blood everywhere. He cuts off the black and white dragon's head, puts it in his black and white satchel, sheathes his black and white sword, goes back outside the black and white cave, gets on his black and white horse, travels across the black and white land, across the black and white drawbridge, gets off his black and white horse, and he gets into the black and white throne room. He says, "Sire," taking out the black and white dragon's head, "your task has been done. May I now have your beautiful black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage?" Says the black and white king. "The task you have done is but a noble one, black and white knight, but still I feel not worthy of my beautiful black and white daughter. You must travel across the black and white land and find the black and white swamp monster, which can be found through the black and white forest in the black and white swamp. Once you have done this, then I think maybe you can have my beautiful black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage." "Sire," says the black and white knight, "thy task will be done." So the black and white knight leaves the black and white throne room, gets back on his black and white horse, goes across the black and white drawbridge, goes through the black and white forest, going in and out through all the trees, finds the black and white swamp. He finds the black and white swamp monster and he battles the black and white swamp monster again, hacking away. And he finally kills the black and white swamp monster. So he sheathes his black and white sword, gets back on his black and white horse, travels back through the black and white forest, then across the black and white land, over the black and white drawbridge, gets off his black and white horse, goes into the black and white throne room and goes, "Sire, your task has been done. May I now have your beautiful black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage?" And the king looks at him and goes, "Black and white knight, thy task has been noble, but still, I don't feel what you have done has been enough to win my black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage. I have one more task for you." "Sire," says the black and white knight, "it shall be done." "Very good. Black and white knight, what you must do is go back across the black and white land to the black and white mountains. You must scale the black and white mountains until you get to the top, at which point there is a black and white ice cave, and inside the black and white ice cave there is a black and white goblin. He's a black and white ice goblin with many powers of freezing things. Funny that. So you must go and kill this black and white goblin." "Sire, it shall be done." So he leaves the black and white throne room, gets on his black and white horse, goes across the black and white drawbridge, across the black and white land, finds the black and white mountains, scales the black and white mountains. He feels like he's been doing this for what must be days, and finally gets to the top. Exhausted, he looks around. He sees the black and white ice cave. He unsheathes his sword and he pulls himself up. He enters the black and white cave, and he enters another black and white battle and slays the black and white goblin. He comes back down the black and white mountain, across the black and white land, over the black and white drawbridge, and enters the black and white throne room. "Sire, I apologize for forgetting to get off my horse, but I am exhausted." Black and white knight gets off his horse and walks towards the king. "Sire, may I now have your beautiful black and white daughter's hand in black and white marriage?" And the king stares proudly at the black and white knight and says, "No." Look at his face.
Bye. Okay, folks, from next show I might be going solo.
I get so much pleasure out of telling that one. As Alan says, that story has some grey areas. Yes, talk about the anti-joke of the century. I think I first told that at a Reading festival many years ago. Everybody was awfully wasted, but it was that sort of one where people just sat there and they stared, and then they realised that there was no punchline, which obviously caused them to experience a punchline from the fact that there was a complete absence of one. And it just, the laughter erupted around, and a lot of hate. Lots of things were thrown at me, and rightly so.
I was going to say, was the punchline a bunch of people lined up to punch you?